Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, and in this session, we'll be showing you the new option we've added in SolidCAM 2011 of turret synchronization in turning. Turret synchronization allows you to have two separate turrets working at the same time on one part if the spindle speed is the same for those two operations. Let's open up turret synchronization. Now, in turret synchronization, we have listed here all of the operations that exist in my CAM manager. And it also splits it into different turrets. We have turret number 2, for example, spindle, and turret number 3, rotary. In other words, each one has its own line. And we can synchronize between the two of them to work together. Now, first, let's take a look at what we have as far as our controls on top. If we were to click on the zoom out, it'll actually zoom to its small size up to a point where we just see it in this fashion. If we click on the plus, it will enlarge the views. Now, this can also be done by holding control on your keyboard, and then with your mouse wheel, just turn your mouse wheel in either direction to make it larger or smaller, as shown over here. Now, if I were to choose one of these, I can go to Zoom to Selection, and it'll show me that selection. Now, you'll note that all of these right now are uniform. I can actually click on this button, which is right now pressed, called Uniform View, and now it will show me this one. If I click on Zoom to Selection, it'll show me only that one to its full size. Now, if I want to see all of them back in uniform size, all I do is do Uniform View, and they all come back, and they are all now shown in the exact same size. Now, as you pass over each one of these operations, it'll show you in the pop-up window all the information you need to know on that operation. For example, the tool number, the type of operation that's being done over there, the sub-machine that's using, time, feed, all that information is in there. And this is true for every one of these operations. Now, let's talk about this side over here, which deals with the actual synchronization. If I were to click on this one active button over here, which says synchronize all operations by order in the CAM manager, what will happen is the moment I click on it, it'll synchronize every single one of these operations from the first to the second, having the second one start immediately right after the first one. And if I go down, you see that each one is synchronized one after the other. If this is not what I want, then I can simply click on Delete All Synchronizations. Now, if I want to synchronize this operation together with this one, it can be done because they're both working on separate turrets, and they're both working with the same spindle feed. This is done by selecting these two, as I've shown, and clicking on Synchronize Selected Operations, or right-click over here and click Synchronize. As you can see, they are now synchronized. I can do the same with these two operations as well, and just click on the button Synchronize Selected Operations. Once this is done, now our operations are synchronized. We can click now on OK. Now, let's take a look at our machine simulation. Now we'll bring this to our front view and zoom in to the part. And once I start my simulation, you'll see that both turrets, this one and this one, are working together at the same time. This one cleaning the face, and this one turning on the side. Now you'll note this one has finished its operation, but this one has not. So this will now wait until this one finishes, because the next operation, they both have to work at different spindle speed. Now that it is finished, they are working now together again for our next combination of operations. And as you can see, these two slots are being grooved out on the part until it's all completed, as shown over here. Now, this is just about finished, and this will almost be finished. And as you can see, this is now completely machined, and everything was synchronized together. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.